Hey guys, today I want to share with you my journaling journey. I think it was April 2025, a little over a year ago, I started journaling. This is already my second journal, which I am struggling a little bit to finish because it has a ridiculous number of pages. Yeah, I got a bigger one because I felt the other one was like short, but now it's like I actually like switching journals, so I have 30 pages left and I still need to write today, so I will finish it soon. And I am actually really liking journaling. Now, I do have to say, I don't journal that much about myself and my feelings, and when I do, it's like a page or two tops. Like, I haven't found a way to actually just like transfer everything on my mind to the page, emotional wise. But I do use it a lot for brainstorming here for YouTube and for TikTok, for thinking about things, for writing down things I see online about, having a glow up that I'm trying to have, changing my life, etc. Especially for making lists, because I have a ridiculous amount of ideas and they always look amazing in the moment, and sometimes 3 days later you're like, you know what, maybe it wasn't that good, I have a system here. All the blue post-its you see in this part here, they are lists and lists and lists of video ideas. They were for my old channel in Portuguese, but yeah, that's like the amount of ideas I have constantly. Like every time I sit down to brainstorm, I usually have like 30 to 60 ideas, which is like a lot. A lot of them are like rehashed versions of one another, but there are always some new original takes and creative angles there, so I do use it a lot for that. I kinda want to use it more for my inner experience, but I feel I work that better with ChatGPT, which I know you should not use AI as a therapist, but hear me out. My point is that I process better my feelings when I am in a dialogue talking to someone, and unfortunately I do not have daily access to a therapist. And also there are things that it's kind of hard to tell to another human being, even if he's trying to hear your weirdest thoughts, So yeah, I am trying to use this more for that in actual diary physical form, also because I think it's gonna be cool at some point maybe revisiting them throughout the years and see, okay, what was I thinking 10 years ago, Let me have a look and, just cringe at the difference. The latest things I have written are some paragraphs for creative writing, and I am really liking doing creative writing on paper. Not as much my actual serial novel that I'm writing on Substack, which is linked down below if you want to check it out, but usually like paragraphs, and I love, okay, so this is very specific, but I love going on Pinterest, and I have this, it already has my vibe, because I've used it for years, and I just go there and I look at the pins, and there's so much art and it's so creative, and it's such a collage of different concepts that already resonate with me, that I just see the pins and I get this surge of inspiration, and I just start writing paragraphs of, I don't know, things that might inspire or go in my novel, usually more inspired than actually go in, because I'm usually not thinking about the plot when I write this. It has been great for that, and I'm actually hoping to do that more on paper. And a lot of these paragraphs go actually in Substack notes to, try to keep it active and share some things that are my writing, but are not exactly just the serial novel in and of itself. Overall, I have a very good experience with journaling, but I do feel I am not having the standard experience of just like putting all my subconscious and conscious mind onto the page and like reflecting on it, which makes me think, I mean, obviously we should all journal however we want for whatever is good for us, but it makes me a little sad that I do not have more access to my inner emotional experience. I feel the fact that I can't write it down properly and in length somehow means that I don't have as much access to that emotional core inside me as I should have at this point in my life, and after so many years of therapy. I need to think about that and maybe try to process it through creative writing instead. Maybe that's going to be easier. But overall, I have really liked the actual journaling part and the writing part, and just having a little ritual of being just me with the page and no pressure to produce a chapter for the serial, just like writing whatever, a to-do list, or oh, I need to do that before next week, or today I'm feeling blah 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 and it's sunny and this happened and can you believe this is happening to me. I have also tried these monthly spreads I have seen online for planning and bullet journaling since like, I don't know, forever on the internet, since like the last 10 years maybe or more, and where I do think they are very relaxing to do and it's a really good start to the month activity. I do have to admit that I don't really go back to them. Like, I will write my monthly goals and never look back at them. I will write my yearly goals, my yearly, seasonal or monthly goals and never go back at them. I honestly think I'm more of a short-term planning person in that sense. Like, I have these big goals, like, you know, my university course and writing my novel and growing my socials, but there's just so many times you can start a new month or a new week and write, okay, I want to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and you're like 16. Okay, I want to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and next month you're in 25. It just, I don't know. I have the overall goal that is already something I'm working towards, so I don't feel the need to like rewrite it or revisit it like that. And even if I split it down like I did here on smaller goals, like okay, 200 subscribers, 250, 300, blah blah blah, it's just still a little, I don't know, repetitive to think about it every month and constantly fail at most of them, because growing on social media is, for most people, again, there's always an outlier, a very slow process. Learning a language is a very slow process. A university course is obviously a very slow process. And most of my goals in life are just really small, aside from, you know, finishing a journal and starting a new one, which, by the way, I have already bought it because I have 30 pages left, which means less than a month. So I got this life term in cherry red because it reminded me of my file effects, and it has the line pages, a little line pages. I would be okay with the ones with dots, but blank paper is like, there's just no structure there. It's just you and the blank white void, you know what I mean? So yeah, I got this one. It has 251 pages, which should be plenty for a journal, but it's also, I feel, smaller, shorter, or at least that's what I'm hoping, because you know, these pages can occupy a lot of space, and I hope it will last me only a few months and then I can get the dopamine hit of buying a new one. And also I like that they sell this model all the time. Like with this one I got on Amazon, I feel I'm always gonna be worried if they're still selling it, so I can like stack them up, and I want to start having all my journals with the same like size so they can look nice one next to the other. So that was another point for the life term, because I kind of have confidence they're gonna sell the same exact model for a very long time. I'm going to try to finish this one soon. I hope this month, if not definitely this summer, and then I really have this one to start. I was trying to use one journal for everything, and initially it was working really well, but then I realized I kind of abandon things midway, just because even if I mark them here with a little neon marker, I just end up using this for the dirty writing, the daily thoughts, the daily brainstorming. So I am going to use my actual diary journals for that. But then I got a journal. This is also a Leuchtturm 1917, and this is going to be used to track my studies and my plans for psychology. So I have things related to subjects I'm planning on enrolling in and read a list for those. I have a shopping list for things I want before I start the course, and more importantly, I have started tracking my latest activities and habits to see where I am not doing that well and how to improve before the course starts in October. Because the course starts technically in October, but they say as soon as you pay and get the payment went through notification, you should start studying immediately. So yeah, I will probably start way before October. I just have some notes on what I thought on the books I've read from now for psychology, and I'm just trying to track the habits and make sure I start building them now and not last minute as soon as the course starts. And I also think it's gonna be so cool to have one thing that can last longer, to track the outline of what I am studying, what I'm learning, and how am I feeling about it. So I do have one journal just for like studying psychology and tracking my habits. This is going to be my current journal ecosystem, like they say now in social media, but I am so happy. I can't wait to start this one. So I'm gonna stop filming and I am going to go back to my journal and see if I can finish the pages. Let me know how journaling is going for you, if you want to start it, because I heard so many people say it's life-changing. Well, I think it's really cool and a great habit to have and a great thing to do. I wouldn't call it life-changing. You know what I mean? I think it's cool, but I don't think it's like life-changing cool. But anyways, let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.